Yay, okay. We are now live. I have not gone live from an actual computer before. I've always gone live just from my phone, so getting that started was kind of a process, y'all. Sorry. Alrighty. Hey everyone, welcome back, Chatbox crew. Welcome to another Chatbox Chronicles live stream. We're excited to be hanging out with you. It's just me tonight, kind of. We also have our friend Lexi. Ignore her sunglasses one moment. This is our friend Lexi. If you don't know, she came in and we expanded our lexicon last week, and she introduced herself on Friday to you all via social media. And if you haven't seen that, you should go check it out. But she'll be jumping back in with us later. Lelah is not feeling too well tonight, so we have our thoughts and prayers with her. Everyone just be giving her some good love. You know, the kids started back school last week, and she had to go get a shot yesterday, like one of those steroid shots and some antibiotics in her, and she's just still not feeling too great. And it's another jam-packed week full of stuff, so she's getting some rest in. But I am still able to catch you guys live, so thank you guys for showing up. And we'll still have a lot of fun. And yes, I do that sometimes, but it's okay. Whenever we're filming live, mostly Patreon gets to see moments like that. So whenever we are filming, those moments get to be cut out. But when you watch us live on Facebook, you get to see this all happen, you know, and all the little mess ups and stuff. But yeah, anyway, and honestly, I was not prepared. We were like 100% going to meet up today, but just within like the last hour is when everything kind of like came to like a hey, this is what's about to happen, which is totally fine. But then I had to like mentally prepare. I wish I could have watched our imposter syndrome video again, but I'm trying to like remember things. You know, you get really in your head when things kind of don't go exactly how they were planned, but everything happens for a reason. And all I, you know, have to do is remember what, hey, sweet girl, my daughter, and Patreon, you know that every once in a while, Roxanne, my daughter, Wilder, and every once in a while, my son Benjamin, they might pop in and say hi. But anyway, I was just going back to our why and why we're even doing this podcast. So why I even am going to continue even getting on the live by myself tonight, even though we miss Lelah and we know she's going to be back with us soon. But hopefully if you've seen season 1, you kind of can pick up a little bit on the theme. But, you know, we're two girls in our 30s, and there's a lot of content out there, and some of it isn't the best stuff. So, like, my why is, like, you know, for moms specifically, like, my husband, he's in some Facebook groups, and every time I check them out, they seem fun. They're talking about fun things, like, there's no arguments, there's no weird stuff happening, but like every single mom group, and it doesn't even matter what it's about. It could be about Bluey. Like, I'm not even kidding. Someone every single day in some mom group is just, you open up Facebook and you read just all these heartbreaking stories with husbands and like wives like wondering and just things that I just wish that we could actually chat about, and not just someone feel like they need to go post anonymously on a Facebook group, because that feels like their only resort. Hopefully we're able to like kind of talk on some of those topics eventually. I know we've got some in the works, especially for season 2, but yeah, it's just, I wanted us to be we want to be a space, a positive space for you to come to. If you're a Patreon member, you also know that you get not daily, but we do have a August calendar, and you can go on there every day and see something to do if you want to. And then we also have health and wellness. We have like, we'll talk about just all different kind of random topics. It's a cool little community, and we would love for you guys to join if you'd like. It's only, the maximum is like $3 a month, and that is at most not even a cup of coffee. So if you feel like you could help two girls out and just pop them a cup of coffee a day, I mean once a month, go over there and it will unlock yourself some good goodies, and hopefully it'll inspire you to, maybe there's like things in your life that you've wanted to do, and hopefully this will just be a positive space for you. So the cup of coffee that you're getting for these two girls will actually be something that will actually be really, really good for yourself too. But anyway, all right, so get ready for tonight. I'm going to try to hang out with you guys for an hour. Definitely leave me some comments. Definitely leave me some hearts. Definitely leave hearts for Lelah, that she can get better. Yeah, just if you have any comments, we love to read them. We get them to us personally a lot. We get a lot of DMs. We get a lot of personal messages, but please don't be shy. Please share your little face and write your comments. We really enjoy them. And like I said, we're trying to build a really awesome community. All right. And let's see. It has been a whirlwind of a week since we last saw you guys last week. First off, we do want to send our love and support to our friend Britt. She's been battling breast cancer, and her community came together this past Sunday and threw an incredible benefit at that was put on by the Party Palace. It was a lot of fun. It was a magical day filled with characters, yummy food, and an outpouring of love. Britt is a true inspiration. She's battling breast cancer, and it was a really beautiful event. If you were able to show up for that, Lelah did an awesome job, and then all of the characters at the Party Palace, everyone there was great. My daughter, me and her went because my son was taking a nap at the time, even though they did have characters like Spider-Man and Blippi, which Blippi honestly was who my daughter was she was so excited to go see Blippi. It kind of took me off guard because she was like, I want to see who's going to be there. So I showed her the little flyer, and she was going through the characters, and when she saw Blippi, and it's just funny because she doesn't really watch Blippi that much. Like, he'll come on, like, we'll put YouTube up every once in a while, and sometimes he'll come on for a little bit. But anyway, the whole day, like, she was painting her fingernails, talking about how she's going to tell Blippi that she painted her nails, and there was just all these things the whole way. Like, she was just telling me all this stuff she's going to tell Blippi, and as soon as we get there, the first person that comes to greet her is Blippi with a huge thing of cotton candy, which her and I both love cotton candy as well. And I'm talking, this cotton candy was massive. And she was starstruck. She couldn't say a word. It was the cutest thing ever. She really believes that is Blippi. If y'all have seen Party Palace, if they have really great characters, everyone always does a phenomenal job of radiating their character to the core, and Blippi does a great job. My daughter is convinced it's the real Blippi. She was like, that is not a character, that is Blippi. I'm like, it is, girl. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, and it was great to see all the support show up for Britt. And on a different note, everyone has officially hit back to school, basically. If you have little ones that are getting back in school, my daughter has not officially gotten there yet, but we are getting close. I do have a lot of friends that are getting their kids into school, so it was great to see all the back to school pictures. I'm a photographer, so I was able to take a couple of back to school pictures. It's always fun to see the kids' personalities shine and just to see where they're at and what aspirations they have, just to sit down and kind of connect with them and let their personalities come through in photographs is one of the best things ever. And then unfortunately though, the bad thing about kids being in school is the sickness that kind of starts going around. I do think when 2020 happened, it's funny how people, I feel treated sickness correctly at that time. It's so weird to me how some people will just go out and leave their kids and when I got so massively sick when I was pregnant with Benjamin for no reason. All because there was a person with a super sick kid that was at a party, and they should not have gone. They shouldn't have gone to the party. They should have stayed home with their sick kid or got their kid taken care of or something. But no, the sick kid came and they drank my freaking I'm sorry, Lelah, you don't feel good. I'm talking about a story when I didn't feel good. But this kid was all over my bottle, and I was pregnant, and it was terrible because you can't really take many medications while you're pregnant, which it's 2024 now, y'all. Can we please work on some medicine that helps you with headaches and when you're sick and you're growing a freaking human in your body? That was the worst month of my life. But anyway, blah blah blah. So now that kids are in school, parents are starting to get a little more sick, it's that sick season and the weather's starting to change and blah blah blah. So yuck. Get your echinacea, friends. I really feel the only reason why I didn't get sick during COVID is because echinacea really was my best friend. And you can get it for your kids too. They have echinacea in liquid form, and you can give it to them every other day or something. I think even starting at like 6 months old. But anyway, echinacea, a humidifier, which also it's so funny because it is very humid here in Alabama, obviously, even though it feels amazing today and the humidity was not bad yesterday. On the other hand, yuck. Anyway, blah. So I will tell people though, like when my kids get sick and they're stuffy nose, I'll put the humidifier on in their bedroom, and they're always like, why? It's Alabama. And I'm like, it works. It works. So like, if you want to feel better and you want to breathe better, get yourself a humidifier, even if you live in Alabama, okay? You're welcome. All right, and so I've been soaking up the last days by the pool. That's what's been happening with me this past week, really. I've had a lot of cool photo shoots by the pool, so if you want to check that out, you can head on over to her photography. And hey, Tim Nordquist, you said, yeah, that back to school sickness has gotten to me. Oh no. See, yeah, everyone's kind of feeling under the weather. Bleh. So y'all grab your comfies. I do have my comfy blanket. I'm out here by the pool. I know you can't really see it. I'm not on a couch, but thankfully it has not gotten to me, knock on wood, and take my echinacea. But, woo. Anyway, sorry that you are not feeling good either. Hopefully you can hang out. Maybe I'll make you giggle a little. And thanks for tuning in. But yeah, I was able to do some fun photo shoots in the water in the pool. So if you want to check that out, you can go to her photography XX. Oh yes, and the ASMR from the pool Lelah just mentioned is everything, and I am so glad because before I oh hey mama, love you, and so that means my dad's here too. So hey dad. But anyway, yes, before I started, I had to do a quick little video for Patreon and just test out the waterfall and see how it sounded with everything, and I was loving it as well. So I'm glad it's coming through quite nicely. Hopefully it's relaxing. Hopefully y'all are enjoying this little session. But yeah, back to the pool photos. Just really quick. If you see them, Tabitha, I did some recently of her, and her eyes are everything. They popped so great with this blue water. And anyone else that wants to pull pictures, I am so ready to do those before this season comes to an end. I actually have a pool session Thursday. Anyway, so there's going to be more coming, so y'all go follow me on my photography page if that interests you. And let's see. Also, speaking of exciting things, Lelah and I were able to start diving into season 2. We recently had the opportunity to interview Garrett Tankersley. That's a lot of T's, y'all. Anyway, blah. So we recently had the opportunity to interview Garrett Tankersley from Dead Reckon Tattoo. He is located in Wetumpka, Alabama, and it was so much fun. We got to learn about the tattoo industry, and we even got a little sneak peek into the creative process, which was really cool. And we might have even walked away with a little souvenir. If you're following me and Lelah on our personal socials, you might have gotten a couple of sneak peeks. But that episode will air in season 2. It'll be right after. So in September, if you did not know, we're going to have Friday the 13th. And so this episode will be our 3rd episode, and it'll be the Tuesday after Friday the 13th. So that Friday the 13th, be prepared to see our friend Lexi talk with Garrett and give you a word of the week. Sorry, girl, yeah, look over here. So she's going to be here on Friday the 13th, and she even makes another little doll friend at the tattoo shop. Y'all need to drop your comments on who you think Friday the 13th is a good little clue. But what little doll do you think that Lexi made friends with at the tattoo parlor? And what word do you think Lexi's going to introduce that week? Hi, Lelah. Lelah said, hi, Lexi. I'm trying to do her voice. Ooh, Bobby, it was not Annabelle. Ooh, Jana. Jana said Chucky. Ooh, those are good guesses. Gosh, Lexi, you gotta get your voice together, okay? We have a word of the week later, and I need you to get it together. All right, anyway, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Here we go. Sorry, I do sound effects. Jana. All right, let's see. Oh, and also, since we're kind of talking about tattoos, I will be sharing some exclusive behind-the-scene footages on Patreon. I'm going to be sitting down with a friend this week and editing the video, so that's also going to go on Patreon. And I'm going to be sitting down and also discussing with you guys like all of my different tattoos and what they all mean, kind of go into some stories about them, and even tell you guys like what I say when people ask like, oh, what does this one mean or what does that one mean, because I have funny things. I like judge the situation. I might tell them what it actually means. I might tell them a funny story or something that relates to it, or like it depends. But anyway, I'll go more into all that on Patreon. So like I said, give your girls 1 cup of coffee a month and just go over there and click that subscribe button and do yourself a favor and learn a lot of cool things and see a lot of cool stuff and hopefully be inspired in the process. Alrighty. Oh, and also on Patreon, for the tattoo one, Garrett is going to be sending us some really cool tattoos that he's done. We talk about a lot of cool topics, so he's going to be giving us a little bit more that our Patreon people are going to see. So, yeah, maybe once you hear that episode, if that inspires you, we'll see. We'll see what gets you guys to come subscribe. But all right, let's kick this week off. Let's see. And don't forget, let me know if there's anything that's happened with y'all this past week. And thank you all for saying hi. Thank you for the love so far. And I do want to say that I checked on YouTube, and earlier today we were at 35 subscribers. So we have bumped up on YouTube. Thank you guys for doing that. If you haven't subscribed yet, please jump on over to YouTube, go to Chatbox Chronicles, and click subscribe. Once we get to 50, then we'll be able to do these lives strictly on YouTube, which the perks of that is if you're not able to watch, like some people like to just sit down and watch the podcast on their YouTube because they have the app on on their TV, like on their smart TV or something, and so they like to watch it there. I just feel like it's easier there. That is where you stream our podcast, so eventually we want to just stream over there. However, our biggest following is here on Facebook. We love you guys, and we do love that we get to be here on Facebook and do our lives here anyway in the meantime. But eventually the goal is to be over on YouTube. My mom was like, come on, y'all have a lot of friends. How come you're not already there? And I'm like, it's okay. It's a work in progress. We're putting one foot in front of the other. It's a thing that I feel like people just have to make sure that we're being serious, that we are being consistent, we are putting one foot in front of the other. It's just something that, like, I'm not crying. Like, it's fine. But I do appreciate everyone that does do the extra little steps and is supportive, does like and share and engage with us, because every little like and engagement counts. And Lelah said that we are at over 2,100 views on YouTube. So that's awesome. And we do have a lot of good stats on our Buzzsprout, which hosts our Apple and Spotify and all of that other information. But we're going to get more into that when we do our first episode on season 2. Oh, Lelah said that she's crying herself to sleep about it, though, so y'all should subscribe. So if you want Lelah to feel better, please go subscribe. And Will said, so you're just going to do a pod by the pool. Wow, it's a good evening to be outside for this. And I'm like, yes. Yes, we are, because this is where I've been all summer. This is why my hair has looked like this all summer. I literally have been in the pool all summer. Shout out to my father-in-law. He is amazing. He got this new awesome like pool cleaner that it really does a great job, and yeah, he keeps the pool 100. So I've had a great time at the pool all summer long, and I'll just like jump in the shower, clean my hair, and just come out and let it do its thing. So this is why I'm like this, and y'all get to be firsthand by the pool. Alrighty. I think we have some other really awesome stats, but like I said, we're going to share all of that with you and catch you up on how much we've grown from the end of season 1 to the beginning of season 2 for the first episode. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And like Lelah said, if you want to help her feel better, please go subscribe. Like us here on Facebook if you're seeing this, and also if you're seeing this and you just want to share it to your page because, hey, maybe you have some friends that are bored tonight and maybe they'll find some of this interesting or want to hang out. You can do that as well, and we would appreciate it. It's not a big deal, okay? Alrighty. I'm not really, like, we were going to kind of talk about back to school updates, but since I don't really, like, I'm not really thick into that, all I can really think about is, like, my back to school experiences. And so it makes me think about back to school pictures, and then college, like, really heavy. College was, like, the first day when I was 18, like, my first day of college. And I know we touched a little bit on Bama Rush last week. And I saw that there was people getting accepted, so I hope everyone got into whatever sorority they wanted to get into. But yeah, it's just like this time of the year when you start feeling the air change. It's about to get that crispness, and then the football's starting. Like, I am so excited for it. It's one I really love. I'm a summer girl through and through, but I love fall, and I love the changing of the seasons, and I love everything that fall brings us. And yes, I'm excited. And if you also are following along with Lelah's socials, you'll notice that she got a haircut. I was gonna like bring that up. You should go stalk her. It's really cute. She looks adorable. My daughter also got her haircut recently, and she was kind of upset about it. Every once in a while she'll get upset with me because she loves her ponytails. And she'll be like, Mom, all of my hair, like, this isn't fitting. Why'd you cut it? So it was good for her to see Lelah with her haircut on Sunday, because I was like, look, see Lelah. And she was like, oh, we're like best friends. And I was like, you are. And her haircut is so cute. Hi, Faith. It was so good to see you on Sunday. You were the cutest. Always got the best smile. I love saying hi. So thanks for jumping in. All right, I'm going to discuss a few trending topics that I saw over this past week. First off is, okay, it was just funny because as soon as I got done with our live last week and I opened up my phone, Gypsy Rose is sitting there pregnant, and I was like, what? So I just wanted to talk about that. Oh, and by the way, let's like rewind for a hot second. We're getting a lot of compliments on Lelah's hair because it is amazing. If you haven't seen it, you need to go check it out. Give her some hearts and some love. It looks great. And all right, then also It Ends With Us. That movie is out, and I've had some girlfriends talking about it because Lelah, if you caught last week's live, she was reading the book. Well, the books. She kind of read them backwards, but she's reading the book or listening to it. Actually, she said it was an audiobook. And then I've had some people be able to actually make it to the movie, and I've been starting to see some buzz about it, and I cannot wait for it to come out. My husband and I, we like to stream movies. Like, we like to buy them in bed. We just watched Twisters the other day. Because we do like going to the movies, and one of our favorite things when we were dating was going to the movies. I remember there used to be a card that you could get, like a subscription card. It was awesome because you could go every single day of the month to go see a movie, and that's the only reason why I went to go see I, Tonya. But because I could. But anyway, you could see a movie like every day of the month, and it was like such a small fee, and I think you could even add on like popcorn and a drink or whatever, and that was something we loved to do. However, now that we're parents and stuff, when we get our kids in bed by 7:30 every night, we're in bed every night, so we like to just do our little date nights in bed and buy a movie. So I'm excited for when It Ends With Us comes out because everyone's talking about it, and it's got my like interest. Like, I've seen things where like Ryan Reynolds has like changed like the rooftop scene, so I'm really interested to see that and see what my opinion is on it. And one of my friends said that she like just cried a lot, and I love a movie that can make you feel emotions and cry, so I'm excited about that. So yes, Jana, there is a second book with It Ends With Us. It's called It Starts With Us. Yes, Lelah is talking about it. Yes, there's one that's called It Starts With Us, and that's the second book. So it starts off with It Ends With Us, and then it goes with It Starts With Us. It's been a big phenomenon, and I can't wait to like really like jump into it. But I have not been able to read or listen to audiobooks, so I'm waiting for the movie and for me and my husband to have a movie night together. But y'all can like talk away about it. Like, I am the kind of person, if you saw the Bridgerton episode, I don't mind getting previews or whatever, because it just makes it a little bit more interesting, in my opinion. But yeah, All right, and Jana said Team Atlas all the way. I don't know what that means. I know that's probably a human. But, yeah, I'm excited to know what that means one day. All right, I think that Lelah actually said something about Gypsy Rose, maybe. Did you? Hey, Liz. I miss you. I hope that the beach was good and everything. Ugh. But I saw your, like, I know you're moving, and I saw your little post, and anyway, we'll talk soon. Golly, did you say something, Lelah, about Gypsy Rose? If not, I'm just going to go on to the next. Oh, wait. Lelah said, I have been following Gypsy Rose, and I am finished with it. Ends with this. Can't wait to see the movie. Okay. Anyway, if you have been following Gypsy Rose, she's pregnant now, and her man kind of looked like the guy, Jimmy, that was from, which I need to, like, tell my husband I need my laptop bag. I don't know if he's watching or not, but I need my light, and I totally forgot to bring it over here. I need my laptop bag, so we'll see. And you know what? He's really good, and he always gets me a Coke float every night. I'm just gonna throw that in there too, if you want. All right. Anyway, I got my water, but I mean it's starting to get dark, y'all. I can move, but anyway, I'm just gonna see if my husband can help me out. All right. Anyway, sorry y'all. I did not mean to have a to the side. Okay. The next thing that's been out this week was Anonymous. It's a new TV show on USA that I am really excited to see. I love TV shows like that. Another TV show that came out is The Challenge. That's on MTV. That's one that my husband and I are obsessed with. We watch every single one that comes out, even on Paramount Plus. And this one is called Battle of the Seasons. So it's been really fun to see who they all got back. And I just like to watch the challenges. One of my toxic traits or whatever is I like whenever I watch things, I'm just the kind of person that's like, I could do that, or could I do that, or how would I do that? Like, even with production and like watching movies, like how would I have done that? Like, that's how I have always viewed things. Or if you've known me my whole entire life, I've done like music videos since I was a wee girl, like just putting them together. So when I watch those things, I'm thinking about what I would have done, like if I was the person doing it. Anyway, so I like to watch those shows, and Anonymous seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. Also, in our 15 Things episode, I talked about apps on my phone that I like to have, and one of them is called Impulse, and it has a lot of good games. It's got a lot of good brain teaser games. It helps, like every day it challenges you to like do these 3 challenges. It helps you with your math. It's just a good brain game. And when I'm watching Anonymous, I feel like, when I'm playing that game, I'm like, low-key, I'm kind of training for whatever game I'm going to be on. So I'm like, then I'll watch Anonymous, and I'll be like, okay, see, I would have crushed that game because I'm really good at this game, and it tells me I'm good at it. So anyway, I'm like really excited. If anyone is watching any reality TV shows right now, let us know. And we also talk about that kind of stuff on our Patreon. Then also for the sports people, this is going to prove to my husband that I do listen when he has the TV, when he talks around me. He's a Gemini, so he knows everything, and he's constantly talking all the time. And so I get to pick up a lot of good knowledge. And my husband also loves the TV. So he's the kind of guy that just likes to have the TV on in the background. So sometimes I just learn things. Even like, he tonight had WWE on, and I kind of mentioned that last live that since we had our son, and like, okay, I've never watched WWE before my husband. I had heard about it, obviously, but never watched it. It had been on for literally maybe 30 seconds of my life before my husband. And then there was like, I think it was it 2016 or so, 2015, 2016, he kind of got back into it, and I can't remember what storyline it was that got him into it, and then we were out for a while, and then recently, since we've had Benjamin, we've gotten back into it, and for some reason, Bobby said some would say I don't talk enough, and then Lelah said Bobby actually does know it all with the sunglasses emoji. But sorry, y'all both, I shouldn't have seen those comments because now I forgot what the heck I was even saying. But anyway, we're watching WE right now, and one thing is that Pat McAfee, they gave a little goodbye to him last night on Raw because he's going to be back announcing for NFL. And they put together a cute little thing for him, so I got to see that. I knew exactly what it all was happening. Like, my husband wasn't even around when all of that was going on, and I was like, I actually know what this all means. And then, speaking of NFL, I actually was watching the play, if anyone saw it, where, if you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan, Patrick Mahomes tossed the ball behind his back to Travis Kelce, and Travis Kelce caught it. And then they did interviews with both of them, and Patrick was like, and it's funny because Travis makes fun of Patrick's voice. He's like, anyway, and Patrick's like, said that Travis just wasn't listening to him, and so since he didn't run the play correctly, he just threw the ball to him still behind his back, and he caught it. And now they think it's like some great play, but he was actually mad. And then Travis was like, well, I couldn't hear what he's saying, so I just did it, and we did it. We got the first down, like, it was fine. But anyway, that was cute little drama for the preseason football stuff. And let's see. Also, my husband showed me a video from, I think it was actually NASCAR. Corey LaJoie, his car flipped because of the aerodynamics. Like, another car did not hit him. Literally, the aerodynamics flipped him. Like, literally flips his car. It was crazy. It was wild. I was like, okay, that is weird. Like, that's crazy. And this is NASCAR now? Like, I was like, whoa, because I hadn't seen NASCAR in forever. And because we normally watch Formula One, which Formula One is now back from summer break. And we do have a friend, Natalie. If you are a girl and you like Formula One racing, our friend Natalie has a podcast, and it's called Girls Just Wanna F1. It's pretty punny, pretty cute. She's got a really good podcast over there. She's actually done a lot of good interviews with some Formula One racers. It's a pretty good podcast if you need to add another one to your repertoire. And hey, Bobby, if you didn't see me, if you didn't get the message, I need my laptop bag. If you can run that to me. If not, I think the glow from the moon, it's doing okay, I guess. All right. Anyway, and then the last thing for sports news that I have that I saw personally, if anyone else wants to chat sports news, like I said, comment section is open. But the last thing that I saw personally was Hideki Matsuyama fell apart on, okay, so he's a golfer, blah, blah, sorry if you don't know, and they're doing the FedEx Cup, and he fell apart on the 15th hole. However, he pulled it together, and he came out with the win. And then when they were sitting down and doing his little, after, like, his winners, like, little chat, they were talking to him, and they asked him how he was going to celebrate, and he was like, I'm going to eat some Chick-fil-A, and they translated it, and he actually spoke English, because someone said they're not open on Sundays, and he was like, oh, I know. Which he speaks Japanese, but that was what he said in English. He was like, oh, I know. And then he says in Japanese, he's like, but I think in Denver that they have a Chick-fil-A, so that's what I'll be celebrating tomorrow. So he was like, I had Chick-fil-A last night, and I'm eating it tomorrow. So this guy loves Chick-fil-A. I think he's trying to get sponsored. But anyway, all right. If you also want to share some personal predictions, whatever you think is going to happen this football season, or any sports that y'all want to chat about, it is actually interesting in my opinion, and I do like listening to my husband. We just don't let him know that too much. All right. Oh, and another thing that blew up on the internet, which was like so weird, but demure. Okay, guys, I feel like that's all I have to say. But it's kind of crazy. Let's go ahead and bring our friend Lexi out. Because I'm like, Lexi, why didn't you just say the word demure and go on this whole trend? And I just thought that was funny. I don't know really how demure came about, honestly. I just know that there was a TikTok user, I did a little bit of searching on it today, and there's a TikTok user named Jules LeBron who recently gained attention for her novel use of the word demure. Traditionally, the term demure is used to describe a woman who is quiet, reserved, or modest, contrasting sharply with qualities like racy, standout, or loud. Okay, well, this makes a little bit more sense, I also feel like, because people are trying to like rewrite racy stand out loud things to like not be so racy stand out loud, so maybe that's why. But anyway, so this TikTok user redefined demure and the word mindful to now refer to a refined, subtle elegance in various contexts, whether at work, on a plane, or in personal appearance. The dictionary defines demure as reserved, modest, serious, and shy, while mindful means to be conscious or aware of something. So in the viral TikTok that was, August 2nd, it was titled How to Be Demure at Work. And she demonstrates her interpretation of the term. She showcases her daily routine with a focus on looking demure through meticulous makeup, hairstyles, and fashion choices. Her TikTok on being demure at work has achieved over 22 million views. Whoa. Sparking a viral trend where others create content around behaving demurely in their daily lives. All right. Anyway, so that's your 411 if you did not know, and if you started to see the word demure, here you go. There you are. This lady is trying to redefine it to not mean what it means anymore, I guess. She's trying to redefine how to be demure. Okay, so Lelah said, that sounds like us, and I agree. And then Bobby, hello, I need my laptop back. He popped back in. I'm sorry, he's also taking care of, like, he's getting our kids down. Like, their bedtime is 7:30, so he's being the number one husband. It's fine, but I'm just like, hey, I do need my laptop back. I don't want to, oh, there he is. Hi, everyone. And his comment couldn't ring more true right now. It says, the new generation of husbands are very demure. I just need this big light. Oh, did I put it on the couch? It might be sitting on the couch. If you see that big light block, see? And take it a step further for me because it wasn't even in my laptop bag. I think before I started, I was trying to find my connection to get to my phone, and so I was like ripping everything out of my laptop bag, and I guess that's what happened. Whoopsie daisy. Alrighty. Well, since we were talking about the word demure, and we're chatting about words, let's just go ahead and do Lexi's word of the week. All right. Do I just go away? And here, actually, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go away. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, and the light's coming, so this is all going to be like perfect timing. I'm going to work on the light while Lexi here teaches you about our word of the week. All right. If you could just, we got to. All right. This week's word is vicarious. It means experiencing something indirectly through someone else. Like feeling excited while watching your favorite sports team win, even though you're not actually playing. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that the whole time. Anyway, all right. So vicarious, when you're living vicariously through someone, I think that is a word that we all use probably anyway, but it is a good word of the week, especially since we're starting to kind of live vicariously through our people that are doing sports and stuff right now. That's how I feel. And these people in these game shows that I'm talking about. Anyway, all right, handy dandy light. Thank you for being here. And then also, y'all, there's really beautiful lights around the pool. This pool light's gonna start showing up for us. We got about 20 more minutes to hang out. We'll see what happens. Oh, and Lelah, she had a great use of the word of the week. She says, I'm vicariously living through you right now since I can't be there. And I know, Lexi, she's talking to you, girl. Lexi's like, you're kind of me, right? All right. Lexi's been a really fun little addition. If you like dry humor, that's why I like her being kind of like, I like her voice to be that way. As soon as I saw her, so last week we introduced Word of the Week. Sorry, I know I'm kind of like jumping around a little, but anyway, blah, blah, blah. So last week we introduced Word of the Week, and on Friday I was like, ooh, I wanted to put together a little video for that. That'll be fun. And Lelah actually had to go get her haircut that day, and So I was sitting there and I was hanging out with my daughter in the pool, and I looked over and she had her Barbie doll, which, by the way, like, I was raised to, like, not put Barbies in the pool and, like, in the tub and stuff, which I understand why. But when she actually fell in the pool recently, and I kind of, like, mentally freaked out for a hot second, and then I was, like, immediately like, oh, it's okay, because, you know, yeah, she's definitely, Jana said, Lexi is definitely the Chatbox Chronicles mascot now, and that is so true. But I was like, you know, it's okay. It's one Barbie, and it'll be fine. And then anyway, she was floating there in the pool, and I was like, oh, Lexi girl, do you want to be in our podcast? Would you like to explain to these folks what the word of the week is? Because I also am like, I don't want people thinking, like, because I know, like, vicarious, like, we all know what that word means. However, my daughter did watch this video, like the word of the week, and I mean, sometimes you might know the word, sometimes you might not, but that's why she's here to say it in this dry humor kind of way, and maybe it will help you, like, you know, just expand your lexicon with our friend Lexi. That's what she's here for. So anyway, yes, she's our little mascot. She showed up to our interview with Garrett. It was so much fun. She had to shake his hand and everything. He uses little doll heads to put his ink in. Which, why we didn't get a picture of her with those, I don't know. But we'll definitely be popping over there again soon. Garrett is a cool dude. Alrighty, so that was the word of the week. I was going to do a game. We got 15 minutes. I'm like, do y'all want to hear a story or do you want to do a game? Originally, and I don't know if I want to, like, save this game for next week for when I'm back with Lelah, because we're knocking on wood that she's going to be feeling better. And okay, yes, he puts ink in doll heads. You want to talk about it? So he has these little tiny baby doll heads, and he had them above a door. And I just saw the tiny little baby doll heads at, like, before and, like, during the interview and stuff, and I didn't even think to ask about it. I don't even know why. And okay, we're gonna play a game. Y'all do some comments about a game while I'm talking about the doll heads, okay? But anyway, so then all of a sudden, boop boop, we walk away with a souvenir for the interview. So during that portion, he pops out these little baby doll heads, like tiny little doll heads, and he puts the ink in it that, you know, they get their needle and they dip it in the ink to then put it on your skin. And so he's using the little tiny doll heads to hold the ink. So it was like black ink in one, red ink in another, and white ink in another. So those are some more clues. But all right, here we go. Maybe golly, I'll put together a little video of the doll heads for Patreon as well. Okay, so for the game. Oh, yeah, the giveaway is tonight. Thank you, Jana. I forgot to write that down. Y'all want me to go ahead and tell you? Okay, let's go ahead and do the giveaway. And then, while we're still we're ruminating on this game. Okay, so giveaway. Dun, dun, dun. Lelah, she is sick, and since she wasn't able to be here, she did do the giveaway for us. So she put it into the wheelofnames.com and put everyone in that liked, comment, subscribed. You got extra entries if you're a Patreon subscriber, a YouTube subscriber, for liking us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, for commenting on the post, and for sharing it with your friends. And so the person that did that, I think the most, and actually ended up winning, was Hallie Phelps. So good job, Hallie. Well, thank you, actually. Not really good job. I'm sorry. Thank you, Hallie, for all of your support. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. We really appreciate it. Thank you for also everyone else that just liked, commented, and subscribed. We really appreciate it and still appreciate it. We're going to do more of these. It was a fun giveaway. We were able to put together a couple of books, a coffee cup, a picture frame, and a couple other trinkets, I think. It was fun, like, getting that together and dreaming up what we can possibly do in the future. So again, please go subscribe everywhere that you can, and if you can, also on Patreon. That just helps us make these giveaways be even better in the future. But yes, thank you again to Hallie. Everyone give her a cute little thumbs up heart. Whoop, whoop. And Yeah. Okay. So to this game. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm like, dang it. This is like, okay. So I was going to say, hold on. Ah! Yeah, everyone. Yay, Hallie. Hallie's getting a lot of good. Yay. Yeah, we're all excited. We're all happy for you, Hallie. Okay. There's been no game suggestions, but there has been asking for the game. So, how about I do how many noises have I made this whole... Maybe we turn the light off of the pool. But there is this thing that is, oh, you can't see it, dancing around in the pool that's giving off a really cool little light. Anyway, all right, sorry, I'm trying to distract y'all from this game, and it's my thing. Okay, never have I ever, ha ha ha. If y'all watched the first live, Lelah and I played Never Have I Ever, and that was so much fun. It was funny trying to, like, on the spot think of things that we have done that we think the other person might not, that we have never done that the other person might have done. Especially because, like, I mentioned it, I was like, if y'all want us to get racy, Roxanne, good night. I love you, sweet girl. Mwah. So cute. If you want to hug me, you can. I don't know if she left. You want to hug me? You can come hug me. You want to hug me night-night? I love them. You can hug me night-night. You can come hug me night-night. I love you. I'll see you in the morning. Sweet dreams. Is the pool so pretty?
Look at the thing.
I know, it's dancing around, some pretty lights. I love you. See you in the morning. Sweet dreams. Okay. So Lelah and I played Never Have I Ever. Yeah, it was hard keeping it PG. Aw, I'll tell her that you said good night, Angel. She loves you, Lelah. Ugh. She's always like, when's Lelah and Wilder coming over? But okay, yeah, it was hard keeping it PG. And also, yes, Stephanie, that's my sister-in-law, she said we need to have Roxanne FaceTime with her daughter, Olivia. They would be so funny together. They would, and it's so cute because Roxanne's middle name's Olivia. I've always loved the name Olivia. We picked out her name forever, and then our niece is now, like, her first name's Olivia, and I just think that's so cute that they share that. And there was actually a lot of Olivias that came out. I think my friend Jana, her daughter, her middle name's Olivia as well. She's got a couple of friends. Roxanne's like, oh, we're best friends because we have the same name. And I love that perspective that she has. But anyway, back to the games. Yeah, it was hard keeping it PG, and I was like, we don't have, last week we didn't have any viewers at that time, and I was like, I'm not about to, like, say some things if I ain't got no one watching. So if y'all want me and Lelah to play Never Have I Ever again, or if you have game suggestions, another thing that we did was impromptu last week, where if you saw it, these mosquitoes, y'all, they're starting to get me, and it's because I have this light. But anyway, I got 10 minutes. I'm like, how much longer am I going to battle these mosquitoes for? We played a impromptu game where it's like, hey, I started a business. And you're like, oh, what kind of business? And I don't know why right now I'm just going to balloon business, and it's real. And oh, really? How's that going for you? It's really taken off. But anyway, that's something that I've always loved to do over the years. It's really fun to think about punny take on things, and it's a good game. Like, if you're bored, even with your kids, to do, even if they don't understand what you're doing. Because Roxanne, we're introducing knock jokes to her right now. And it's so funny because she'll be like, I mean, not knock jokes. We're introducing the chicken cross the road. And she'll be like, why did the chicken cross the road? And we'll be like, why? And she goes, to go poop. It is the funniest thing. Yeah, I know. I'm like, we got to wrap this up before I get any more. I think you should, and then Jana said, I think y'all should do Never Have I Ever at the end of each episode that a guest comes on. That would be so fun to do Never Have I Ever with them. That would be, I mean, we'd have to be thinking up a lot of things, and y'all would really find out a bunch about us. Yes. And Lelah said, "Why did the chicken cross the road?" Because. Says all kids ever. And it's like, yes, it is like so funny when they're starting to learn jokes. And I love comedy. I love jokes. One of my favorite things that my husband and I do is every Monday we watch Kill Tony. It's so much fun. And it's fun to see our little daughter and her personality shining through with that. Anyway, sorry. It's just, I don't really want to play a game by myself right now. And did y'all want, if someone want, and I don't want to sing to y'all right now. So what I was going to do tonight was say a few words, like dance, and Lelah would have like 10 seconds to sing a song. Oh, I want to dance with somebody. That's got the word dance in it, like that. And then she would do it back to me. Whatever word came to her brain. Oh my God, did y'all just see that freaking mosquito? It went and attacked my nose. Whoa. Okay. Anyway, so I'm not going to sing by myself. Love y'all. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get to the next segment really fast so I don't get eaten alive by these mosquitoes. We have 7 minutes. It's been a fun hour. It really has. I've had a lot of fun, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. You're so funny. Thank you. I do want to chat really quick about health and wellness. We know how important it is to prioritize our mental and physical health and actually like walking the walk. Sometimes it is hard and sometimes you know what you need to do, but even that's like hard and it's easy to just sit and decay. If you've watched the TV show Euphoria, there's a whole episode where Zendaya needs to like pee and she doesn't even go pee because she just doesn't freaking want to. So anyway, we know that it's hard. So we're just here trying to be supportive and, you know, maybe want to help inspire you to take control of your health and wellness, because something that you're going to have, something that I'm teaching my daughter, your whole life you got to pee, your whole life you got to brush your teeth, your whole life, like, you're taking care of the skin that you're in, you got to take care of your hair, like, you got to take care of your body, you got to do stretches, you got to do it, like, you got to drink your water, you just got to do it. It's just something that you got to do, okay? The earlier that you get a good perspective on it, I think, and every once in a while it's okay to like have, you know, fluctuating relationship with it, but just trying to get in a good mindset. So anyway, I know Lelah said that she mentioned and shared on a recent post that she's getting back into a regular workout routine, and I personally have been focusing on mindfulness and meditation. It's amazing how a few minutes of quiet time can really make a big difference. We encourage our listeners to share your tips as well. Let us know whatever you're doing, even like your devotions in the morning or whenever you do devotions. We love to read those. Like if you have any inspiring Bible verses or any fun quotes or any uplifting quotes that, and yes, Janice said, it is so important. Nobody else can do it for you. And that is so true. And Lelah, I guess Hallie might have just jumped on and she was letting her know that she might have missed it, Hallie, but you were the winner of our giveaway. Thank you so much for your subscribers and loves and likes and engagement. We love you. Mwah, mwah. You're the best. And also, my daughter will not stop ranting and raving about Rapunzel doing her face painting on Sunday. There was one little tiny sparkle left on her cheek, and the next morning she was like, Rapunzel just did, she was just the best. She did such a great job on my face. And she was just like loving it's just magical, all of that whole experience. And I love you and I thank you for taking your time and all of your magic that you give to our kids. But anyway, back to our health and wellness. Just make sure that you make it a priority in your life, even if it's, like I say, just doing a couple of squats, doing a little bit of loving on yourself before or after you get in the shower. Hopefully you get a shower at least 3 times a week. And yeah, so make sure to take care of your health and wellness. And thank you, Hallie. She is a sweet little baby. I love my little girl so much. And I love you too. Alrighty. Okay, so we are now at the point where I'm going to just thank y'all for tuning in. For real, this honestly has been so much fun. And now I'm getting attacked by moths. By moths. That came out so funny. But anyway, I appreciate your support, whether it's a like, a follow, or just taking the time to sit here and listen. Every little bit helps us to keep creating content that you love. We're building a community here, and your involvement means the world to us. We understand that everyone's in a different stage of life, and supporting creators financially isn't always possible, but that's totally okay. If you are feeling inspired by us, though, and you do want to go the extra mile, becoming a Patreon member opens up a whole new world of exclusive content and community. It's a space where we can dive deeper into topics like faith, fitness, and personal growth, and we want to create a safe haven where you can be yourself and find support. We've poured our hearts and souls into building this community, and we do believe in uplifting each other and just trying to be a positive space. I kind of mentioned our why a little bit at the beginning of this live. If you weren't here for that and you want to go back and listen to it, I kind of went into a little bit of my why and why we decided to start this podcast. We also do a really good job, of like supporting our friends and family, and we also want to continue doing that. We want to continue highlighting awesome businesses and just being a platform and a space here in the river region, and hopefully where other people can learn about small things that are happening now in Alabama. But always remember that someone else's success doesn't dim your own light. We're all in this journey together, and there's room for everyone to shine. It has been fun to see. I feel like I also mentioned, there's been more and more people doing lives and talking more on TikTok or things like that. And I hope that we're kind of encouraging. I did see also there was someone, they used to do lunches. It was like a lunch thing that they would do. And then they're like, hey, should we bring that back? And I don't know, maybe they saw us, maybe they didn't. But I'm just like, yes, like hope, like if you haven't, please watch our imposter syndrome episode. Maybe hype yourself up and go do that episode segment again, like where you're just driving around in your car talking with your friends. Like, why not? If you're doing it if you're doing positive things and you're just even having a positive conversation, like why not share that with the world? Let's build each other up and create a positive and supportive environment. So whether you're a casual listener or a dedicated supporter, thank you for being part of our Chatbox Chronicles family. Let's continue to grow and inspire each other. It's been so much fun catching up with you all, and don't forget to tune in next Tuesday. Hopefully Lelah will be feeling much better. Hopefully I'll still be feeling good, and we'll both be back together with our friend Lexi, and we can catch you guys for another stream filled with fun, laughter, and maybe even a few other surprises. Until then, keep spreading positivity and supporting your favorite podcasters. Thank you again for hanging out with us. I know I didn't even do a cheers at the beginning. I really can't with myself, but clink. This is my water, y'all. Have a good night. It is literally almost 8 o'clock, so we did it, y'all. All right, I got to figure out how to...